24 hours after a nuclear disaster was narrowly avoided in Ukraine, there's a warning Russian forces might be planning to increase their attacks on major cities. It's been 10 days since Vladimir Putin's invasion began, and he's showing no signs of slowing.
As the smoke clears from what could have been global disaster. An alarming look at just how close it came. This, damage from heavy weapons at Europe's largest nuclear plant. A hole burnt right through the corridor between reactors. Inside, terrified workers, pleading with Russian forces to stop firing. Warning the troops, you are endangering the safety of the entire world.
It is for the first time in our history that the terrorist state turned to nuclear terrorism.
With Russians now in control at Zaporizhzhia, staff say they're carrying out their roles at gunpoint. The Ukrainian energy minister speaking to 9 News from a bunker in the capital.
That staff is surrounded by Russian militaries. What they're doing has no explanation.
No radioactive material was released, a nuclear near miss.
We have survived the night that could have stopped the history of Ukraine and Europe.
The UN Security Council holding an emergency meeting where, with the world watching, Russia's ambassador denied its involvement.
We have once again heard lies about how Russian troops attacked the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant.
The American embassy in Ukraine has called the attack a war crime.
If we allow those principles to be violated with impunity, then we're opening a Pandora's box.
The US stopping short of military engagement.
The only way to actually implement something like a no-fly zone is to send NATO planes into Ukrainian airspace and to shoot down Russian planes, and that could lead to a full-fledged war.
Vladimir Putin making his own statement, telling his neighbours he has no bad intentions towards them.
And I would also advise them not to escalate the situation.
But on his biggest neighbour, another day of relentless attacks. The gunfire constant and indiscriminate. A Sky News team filmed as they were ambushed by militants.
Hey folks, thanks for joining me once again for yet another episode of SwillinGrog's wonderful world of beer. And yes, the world of beer is truly wonderful, even in these dark, dark times that we're in. What I have for you today comes from the Ukraine. Now, as you all know, that's all over the news at the moment, the Russian invasion of the Ukraine. What I have for you is the first Ukrainian beer, or at least it is according to the can. It's Obolon Premium, which is 5% alcohol by volume. 2 standard drinks. It comes in this lovely 500ml can, which has been deep chilling in the SwillinGrog beer fridge for a while now. But I thought it high time that I give it a review. Alright, so I've never tried Obolon Premium before. So let's crack open the can and pour it out into this IKEA glass, or mug. Okay. Oh, very foamy. Alright, a very active beer, as Jez would say. Okay, so let's get a look at that. Yeah, it's a somewhat hazy, golden yellow colour, quite effervescent. Got 3 fingers there of bright white fluffy looking head. It looks quite appealing, and I'm getting a fair bit of aroma even at this distance actually. Yeah. Alright, let's take a whiff. Yeah, very sort of light, sort of fruity, sweet like aroma. Got almost typical sort of European, lager aroma to it. But I got to say, the look of it and the smell of it seem pretty appealing so far. So I think it's high time for the taste test. So cheers to you all, folks. Let's dive into this one. front. You know, getting some sweetish, bready malts there. Yeah, it's very smooth. No real bitterness to speak of. Yeah, quite clean. Let's have another gulp. Yeah, a definite European sort of lager taste. Little similar to a few, you know, mass-produced German lagers that I've tried. But I'm rather enjoying it. My first beer of the day, so it's really going down a treat. Yeah. Yeah, the body, I guess, is somewhere between light and medium, leaning towards medium. Yeah, it certainly goes down smooth. It's very drinkable, and of course at 5% ABV, you could session this one. Yeah, the price point wasn't too bad by Australian standards. Yeah, $49.95 for a carton of these 500ml cans. Not that I bought a carton, I bought a 4-pack, which was, I can't remember what I paid for that exactly, but it was reasonable by Australian standards, but by world standards, yeah, quite horrendous, I know. Yeah, I am aware that at the moment, you know, bottle shops like Dan Murphy's and BWS are taking all Russian vodkas, you know, off the shelf there, and they're also doing it, you know, in Canada and the US. But, you know, I wonder in terms of, you know, the Australian bottle shops, I mean, have they ever, aside from where I got this, I mean, yeah, have they ever stocked, you know, any Ukrainian liquor, or do they intend to? Yeah, really does, you know, doing that really does beg the question. Well, you know, sure, you don't want to support, you know, Russian liquor and the Russian economy, but yeah, why aren't you stocking some Ukrainian products? Rightio, well, it's high time that I had my final gulp of Obolon and gave it a score out of 10. All in all, it's not bad. Doesn't blow my mind, but yeah, it's quite decent for what it is. I'd probably be inclined to give it a solid 8 out of 10. Yeah, not a bad score for Obolon Premium. So do check it out if you have the chance. Yeah. I'm certainly glad that you know, I got the opportunity to do so. I'll be enjoying the other few cans of this that I got shortly. Rightio, well, that's it from me. I'm just going to kick back and enjoy the rest of this, and I'll see you all in the next review. But until then, fare thee well, all.